Welcome to First and Only, SaaS News Digest featured on LinkedIn, covering news, events, and updates that are happening in the SaaS community worldwide. Our first digest today looks at the future of SaaS service industries. Software as a service, infrastructure, platform, monitoring, communications, and database as a service are some of the most popular categories. Collectively, they're referred to as XaaS market, or everything as a service. And this market is expected to reach $344.3 billion in the next 3 years for a compounding annualized growth rate of 24%. And IDC predicts global spending on the cloud computing to surpass $1 trillion. The as-a-service category will account for more than 60% of the global cloud revenue. SaaS is expected to remain the largest market segment with 38.6% of global spending in 2021. SaaS providers such as the Trader Desk and Zscaler are expected to see an amazing growth. Stock for the Trade Desk has already skyrocketed 188.3% in the last year. They offer a self-service cloud-based platform for digital advertising campaigns. Zscaler stock has also reached new heights, soaring 310% in the last 12 months. Zscaler is an on-demand, cloud-based security solution that spans many verticals, and 2021 will see this as a service industries continue to grow, with SaaS solutions leading the way. The next digest jumps into some rather bold predictions for AI in the coming year. To begin with, Forbes.com predicts that both Waymo and Cruise will debut on the public markets. Both companies focus on autonomous driving technologies. 2020 brought us a boom in SPAC investors. Those are the special purpose acquisition companies formed strictly to raise capital for acquisitions. And Forbes believes that SPAC investors will continue to be hungry for the next-gen mobility tech. Next, we have a prediction that is a little bit darker. Some experts believe that 2021 will bring with it a rise of deepfake videos. Specifically, they believe that political deepfake videos will go mainstream and cause widespread confusion and misinformation. In response, there will be arguments over policies and responsibilities of policing information. Specifically, policymakers may call for the repeal of the Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. And this in favor of repealing the act will argue that big tech companies must be held responsible for deepfake videos on their platforms. In addition to this specific issue, the US federal government is expected to make AI policy a top priority. The new administration will take steps to dramatically increase government funding for AI. They will also likely to pass into law a national strategy for AI. And this national strategy will include things like AI ethics, research priorities, national security issues, and labor automation. 2020 saw the formal initiation of antitrust proceedings against Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google. And things progress this year we will hear AI become one of the major focal points in these cases. The argument will be revolve around the data monopolies possessed by these giant companies. Many will argue that this data will give them insurmountable advantages in developing effective machine learning algorithms. And these are only a few of the bold predictions for 2021. It's definitely going to be an interesting year, no doubt about it. Our next article changes the gear and focuses instead of the limits of AI. Recent years have seen the promotion of the idea that AI can not only predict, but also control our behavior. This idea is reflected in several documentaries and voiced by many respected professionals. But many experts believe that this cries out of manipulation and control are very, very exaggerated. AI has made incredible investments in many domains, that is true. But when it comes to the image recognition, language translations, and many other areas, machine learning methods are certainly breaking new ground. But when it comes to predicting people's choices and behaviors, AI simply does not perform so well. Human preferences are formed in the moment, and the time decisions are made. There may be general product preferences tied to ease of use, quality, or favorite color that can be predicted. But until humans are in the moment, it's usually unclear what their deep preferences will be. Those choices are made on the basis of many largely unpredictable factors. And when it comes to the current consumer information environment, there are many last-minute variables that influence customer choices. This can include experts' review, product recommendations, and your options. When consumers come in face-to-face with those variables at the time of the purchase, predictions become very difficult. And this is why the ability to predict who is likely to buy a product in any absolute sense is very, very low. But consumers and policymakers need to remain vigilant about the information sources that we depend on to make our choices. In this sense, it's not the marketers or mountains of AI that we need to be concerned about. It is the fact that integrity of the information we rely on to make our choices that we should be concerned with. I hope you enjoy SaaS News Digest. The SaaS News Digest belongs to all of us and provides value to the members of our community because of you. So please click on like or insightful button, share the SaaS Digest on your LinkedIn page, and let's work together in developing this community and setting new SaaS global standards. My name is Artem Gassan. I'm the general partner at SaaS Growth Ventures, and my superpower is fuel growth and revenue for your SaaS company. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.